Hello to my Aries. This is Queen Amun Ra coming to you with your general reading. Let's get right into it. Happy full moon. The moon is in a waning gibbous moon in Ophiuchus at the time of filming, but then it's going to move into Sagittarius. We have a full strawberry moon in Sagittarius. So for those of you all who are over on the Patreon side, the reading is up over there. So new and exciting love awaits for someone. All right. So again, this is a general reading. Take only what resonates with you, and you. So the parts of your body that could be affected when the moon is waning gibbous is your lower area, like in the womb kind of area down there, your liver, hips, your thighs, the backbone, could be coming up, your joints, your knees, your skin, your hair is kind of coming back up to, those areas. So those could be affected. So you can be kind of feeling it in those areas, like coming back up to your back area. So like you may be carrying kind of like, because things that you're trying to close out a cycle, right? You're trying to close out. We had full moon, so you can be kind of like feeling it in those areas. Like down in that lower area, like in that area of that creative space, and kind of back up in your back area, like you're carrying something or heavy on your back. All right, let's see. But new and exciting love awaits for you. So anyway, when the moon is in Ophiuchus, right? And it is waning gibbous in Ophiuchus. You're in a very powerful release and integration phase. And so Ophiuchus is the serpent bearer. And so it's connected to deep healing, and it's hidden knowledge and rebirth through transformation. So that the full light of the moon still shines, but the energy is now turning inward, right? Encouraging reflection and letting go. So what truth is being illuminated within you that you must now integrate and release in order to heal and evolve, right? So when the moon is in Scorpio, Scorpio is a death card. Where's my cards? The Scorpio is a death card, so that's purging. Like, what are you purging in order to go to a rebirth? Go to the side of the rebirth side. Let me get an angel number first. You got to go to the rebirth side so that you can aim higher. So think of Ophiuchus as like being right there in between, almost like once the scales are removed from, you've outgrown some things, the scales from your eyes have been removed. And you said, okay, now I'm awakening. I've awakened to some things, but I want to keep my vibrations high, right? So let's say you've outgrown some things. Like in the physical realm, it could be like, okay, I want to donate some things. I've outgrown some things. I'm no longer doing some things I used to do, or outgrown some people, places, or things. And so I want to keep my vibrations high because I'm ending some things. But how are other people going to receive it? You have no control over how they're going to receive it. That's what prayer is for, right? So you're asking source for guidance in that in between time, right? Especially since you're ruled by Mars, you're asking, so how are other people going to receive you moving on? You're moving on to new and exciting level weights. So that means you could be ending something with someone else or something else, right? Right. Um, it could be a new hobby, it could be a new job. It's not always a new person, okay? Person, place, or thing, right? So it could be a new job. And so how your old colleagues going to accept that you're moving on? Who knows, right? So it's not always like intimate, like romantic. Y'all know what I'm saying. It's not always romantic love, but you're excited about something, financial freedom. So 413. So take back your control. There is no need for you to look at your finance. Well, there is a need for you to look at your finances and get them in order. So organizing, understanding, and budgeting your money are all actions that create pathways to more financial abundance in the future. So reflect on an area of your life that does not support your financial freedom. Spend 20 minutes today digging deeper into this financial predicament that you've been ignoring. So somebody could have been ignoring something and trying to get some things together, like structure some things, The source may say, you're doing something by yourself. So somebody is now speaking life into, like you're speaking life over your financial situation, whatever it may be, right? So something may be exciting for you, like to just like really get some things in order. Maybe you're learning spreadsheets and kind of budgeting or something. But somebody could be also listening to a frequency of wealth and abundance. Maybe online you're listening to that. So maybe you're switching out, listening to something that brought you to a lower frequency, and you're listening to something at a higher frequency now, like that's going to bring you to financial freedom. So when you're meeting that on that frequency, you're talking about a frequency of love. So that somebody's now making some kind of a connection. Like somebody saying, okay, I'm trying to connect the dots here. I want to make, not just in the physical sense, I got to make a connection in the spiritual sense as well. So I got to meet it on that particular frequency. That's like everything you listening to. Somebody don't have time to listen to old stuff that's not exciting, stuff that you don't love, stuff that you're not waiting for. You're not waiting for stuff that's not, you're on a different, somebody's on a different frequency, right? So somebody's looking at financial freedom. You're trying to take control back. So somebody is no longer, certain things that used to appeal to you don't appeal to you anymore. So something about you, it just doesn't even catch your attention anymore, right? Some things for you at this point are boring. It doesn't catch your energy. It doesn't, that's not the frequency you're on. So yeah, so that's how you're saving yourself. Yeah, that's how you're saving yourself. You're not waiting for, like, that's what I'm saying. This does not always look like a new romantic situation. That's how somebody's saving themselves. Somebody wants financial freedom. Somebody's not waiting for somebody else to come in and save them financially. You learn how to save yourself, and that's what other people have learned how to do. They're not just sitting around like, okay, waiting for somebody else to come, save them. They just saving themselves. They like, okay, something may not have worked out. They saving themselves. A job may not have worked out. They say, okay, well then they go saving themselves. They taking back some kind of control. So this is what you may have in common with some energies. This is a night learning how to save yourself. So somebody could have new love coming across their path. Yeah, somebody's responsible. Like you're a very responsible energy. But somebody could be moving. Somebody could be moving, right? So you're getting a message that someone is free, that you are free, right? Free from just kind of being around like shady energies. A younger person could be free from being around shady energies, might learn how to save themselves, right? And so you got money. Somebody has money coming across their path, right? Is a King of Pentacles. You know that source has your back. You're not just waiting for other people to have your back. It's like a light came on for somebody, like a big blaring light bulb came on for somebody. Somebody is like you're doing something alone even if you're with somebody, it's like something about your independence. Like, light came back on for somebody. Here's the Seven of Wands. Something is closed out. Somebody is now praying and meditating. So you could have love coming across your path, but that's not, even though you're ruled by Mars, and that's a sexual energy planet. For you, prayer and meditation go hand in hand for you. For somebody now, prayer and meditation goes hand in hand for you right now. You're making some kind of connection that is not just in the physical realm, it's also in the spiritual realm as well, right? And that is how you're no longer, this right here is what you pay attention to. You're either going to pay attention to certain things or you're not. It's in the spiritual and the physical realm. That's how somebody's money is getting ready to start growing. It's really what you pay attention to. Are you going to save yourself, or are you waiting for somebody else to save you? It's what you give your energy to. So somebody was just kind of in a physical realm, and it was kind of like losing money. The source is saying, what are you giving your energy to, right? But something is going to happen real fast for you in the spiritual realm, because again, somebody is raising their frequency and learning how to save themselves, right? By just pouring more into you, doing more of what you love to do for you, just having more compassion for yourself, right? Because you don't look like what you've been through. And someone who comes from a very creative household, something that you do, like it's like this is your rebirth here. It's like something in you was reborn. Yeah, it's like something in you came to life. Yeah, like somebody hit the jackpot. Somebody heard something and something just came to life for somebody. Like something came to life for somebody. Yeah, here's the Queen of Swords here. Here's the Four of Wands here. Yeah, like something just kind of like took off like wildfire, for you. A lot of energy was being put into something, and yeah, here's a Seven of Cups here. And so something is closed out. You're just keeping your vibrations high. You're just keeping your vibrations high. And just seeing something from a higher frequency. Yeah, so new and exciting love awaits. It's a Fool card. Yeah. Somebody's just kind of like leaving behind a lot of distractions. That's the main thing. Like somebody's leaving behind a lot of distractions, like something that was just kind of like, I feel like somebody was putting a lot of energy into something that was just distracting you. Just kind of being around energies that were in the physical sense, because we talk about solar plexus chakra. Somebody was around a bunch of energies that was um, the only way I can describe it is fire, like inspired by different things. So when people are inspired by a lot of different things, it can be confusing. That's the only way I can describe it. It could just be confusing, like about who's inspired by what. So a lot of seeds being planted, a lot of things in common, a lot of things you don't have in common, that kind of thing. So, um, and then last, what must Aries release, to fully embody, this wisdom? What must Aries release to fully embody the wisdom of like financial freedom? You're just taking your control back. But like I said, new and exciting love awaits for somebody. And again, it could be a person, but somebody's just really learning how to pour back into themselves because somebody comes from a very creative family. I mean, like this is what the Six of Cups is. Something in you is reborn. I mean, like when you go in the house, it's like when somebody goes in the house, something a light for somebody turns on where they just start just going into creative mode. Like you just like the scales from your eyes are removed. It's like okay, you go into like a lot of your wishes are fulfilled when somebody goes into this like this the source really wants somebody to live this softer life. But I feel like somebody gets distracted when they're around a lot of different type of energies. So when you go outside now, I feel like somebody's gonna go outside to get some sun versus being around energies where there's a lot of conflict, right? So here we have the moon. So that's the secret. That's the secret. It's like sources saying somebody when they go in, that's how you're gonna live a softer life. That's a new and exciting love that awaits you. Is that's part of it. Is when somebody's gonna stop going out really at night around just to be outside around energies, right? Um, in poisonous environments. Because again, the devil is in the details. Somebody has realized it's like, okay, people are getting the financial freedom doing stuff that they love in the house by just pouring into themselves. That's how people are saving themselves. They pouring into themselves And people are really learning, like, okay, that's how people are able to move. People just moving, like people out here putting a lot of energy into other stuff, but other people are, going into hermit mode, leaving a bunch of distractions behind. Like, okay, while everybody else is putting a whole lot of energy into other stuff, people out here, planting seeds. So yeah. Yeah, here we have the Queen of Wands here, like determined to do shadow work. So somebody is determined to do the shadow work. All right, let's close it out. So that's your reading. That is your reading. So here we have soak in a bath. We see the candles there. We see lotion, candles. Somebody got green toenails. It looks like a mint green. So mint could be significant to somebody. Yeah. Somebody got candles burning. Looks like sage maybe. Crystals and gemstones, courage. So let me be open to courageously take the steps that are shown. But yeah, somebody's getting ready to start ending the night with just soaking in the bath. A 4 and 6 is 10. Somebody gonna start ending the night by just like soaking in the bath and just kind of like letting. Y'all remember the commercial Calgon Take Me Away? I feel like that's how somebody's gonna start ending the night. Maybe not that particular brand, but y'all know if you remember the commercial. Anyway, yeah, somebody comes from a very creative family. They put somebody gonna start putting a lot of energy into creating. That's how somebody's gonna save themselves. It's just kind of create, create, create. The beginning. So there's still time to adjust or start over. Feel life flowing freely through your being. All your wishes can come true in the creative potential of a new beginning. A deeper world. Don't push or force your way through. Finding balance, even in dark times, will open your heart to depth of compassion in everyday moments. Don't give up. So it's okay that things don't always feel easy and effortless. Some of the best moments in life happen during and after hard times. Keep believing. Forge a new path. When you make new choices, you create new results. Let go of old patterns. Embrace the power of possibility. You are fully supported. Trust your feelings. You are unique. Your destiny is waiting for you to write your story and pave your own path. Follow your heart. Don't let others dictate who you should be. And then last but not least, participate. Do not confuse intention with entitlement. The entitlement to demand from the world leaves you with nothing. The world is rich, and so are you. So I believe everybody's full moon prediction video is up on the Patreon side. I believe for those of you all who congratulated me on the books on Amazon, thank you very much. Thank you very much. It's over. I think you guys' book is up now, or if it's not, you should see it up on Amazon for Aries. But anyway, that is what I have for you. That is what I have for you all. So we shall see. We shall see. But put your energy into something creative. Looks like that is going to help someone towards financial freedom. But that's how you're going to take your control back. So you're going to be looking at your finances and getting them in order and taking your control back. And amongst other things. And I guess, like I said, somebody also who could possibly have new love in your life. But if you already have love in your life, then I don't think that's going to be it. But yeah, there's some kind of a rebirth happening here for you. Yeah, but that's what I have for you. So, all right, bye.